Hello everyone, Jouex here, and I'm bringing you a tutorial video on how to speedrun Spice World for the PlayStation 1. First things first, I will say I don't believe that there's any difference between the emulated and the physical versions, so you're just fine to do it emulated. There's no separation of categories in this game. Anyway, to start, I'm going to teach you a very important technique that makes this a lot easier to practice.
Nice to see you. Now why don't you come with me?
And that's how to do a soft reset. By pressing all four L and R buttons and start and select at the same time, you can do a soft reset of the game, allowing you to quickly restart attempts. This is going to be a lot easier than trying to reset the game and all that. Anyway, to start with, the timer starts whenever you select your Spice Girl. They all have voice lines after you select them, however, the difference seems to be very negligible, so choose whatever Spice Girl that you prefer. I'm going to choose Sporty Spice.
Hello.
If you do like me, then you have the splits separated between the different sections. However, the speedrun is so short that it really doesn't matter. I just do it for my own edification. Anyway, let's start. You start by hitting the X button and starting the timer at the same time.
Nice to see you. Come with me.
Holding X once the screen turns white allows you to quickly enter the mixing room. Once you're in the mixing room, then you'll have to hit X twice in order to skip his dialogue. As soon as you're able, jump to the right and hit X to select. Then, as soon as it loads, hitting X to skip his dialogue. And you have to be careful not to spam X so that you don't accidentally hit that preview. So from here, do a jump to the left or a diagonal down jump. And then to the left again or diagonal down to the left so that you only have to do 2 jumps. Anyway, once you land here, hold O so that you can record it. By holding it, you don't have to spam it and it will continuously record. And you'll continue to do this until you get to 18 recordings. Once you see the number 18, let go of O. And then as soon as it stops playing, hit square, triangle, and X, X. Square, triangle, and XX. Now be careful not to hit square too soon, because if you hit it before it finishes playing, it may replay this last audio clip. So square, triangle, XX to skip through that. Once you get back here, pressing down, and X to go to dance practice. Then you'll hit X twice in order to skip the dialogue and start it. This section is pretty straightforward. You just do what it says on the screen. It's okay to make some mistakes, but if you make too many mistakes, it will make you repeat it. So simply just work your way through it.
Point and sway. Shoulder shimmy. The freestyle point. Shuffle. Twirl. The hip wiggle. The back flip. The freestyle wave. The side jump.
And once it gets done, you hit X to skip the dialogue and circle to avoid saving. And it will take you back to the menu. Now, and also a note for my splits. I do the splits as soon as I hit the button to enter the next section. So to start, you'll press X 3 times. Skip the dialogue, start, and skip. So here you can input all X's. You can input one of the alternate dance moves, or you could just put nonsense. As far as I can tell, it doesn't make any difference to the speed. Just as long as you put the inputs in as fast as possible is what matters. I had a little glitch there, but don't worry about it. Once you hit 8 inputs is where you get to the most important part of this run. You have to do a large series of inputs. So after you do 8, the first thing that you do is you're going to do square to store,
Okay.
X to skip.
Let's
Now, you either are going to do up or down to change the girl. I would pick something and stick with it so that you get sort of used to the order of the girls. I typically do up. So here you'll do up, X, X, square, X. Then up again, X, X, square, X. Then up, X, X, square, X. And then once you get to the final one, it goes up, X, X, square. But instead of doing X, you hit O,
babes, you are
X. And that takes you back to the menu, to the final part. This part typically runs itself. So once you start, you'll skip all the dialogue,
Right, loves.
which is going to be 1, X to start,
3, 2, 1.
2.
And
So you have X 4 times in total. 1 before, 1 to start, and then 2 more dialogues to skip, and then that's when it'll start. And then it simply plays itself. And the rules are that once the music video ends, that is where you will end your timer. Typically what I do is as the light flashes at the end and the screen goes completely white for a moment is when I finish it. It's not codified specifically when, but that's the consistency I've done. Right there is where I would end it. And there you
Okay.
have your speedrun.
happy with that?
My biggest suggestion for the speedrun is to memorize and practice your inputs. That's where the most time save is going to be done. So good luck on any future speedrunning endeavors, and I hope to see you on the leaderboards. Thanks for watching!